The old house loomed before me, a grand relic of a bygone era, its once elegant facade now weathered and worn. I stood at the foot of the creaking porch steps, feeling a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. My name is Emma, and I was a widowed architect looking for a fresh start after the loss of my husband. The house was a daunting project, one that had been neglected for years. Its potential, however, was undeniable. As I took my first tentative steps inside, the grandeur of the past revealed itself in the intricate moldings, the soaring ceilings, and the ornate fireplaces. It was a house with a story to tell, and I was determined to help it find its voice once again. But I couldn't do it alone. The restoration required a skilled contractor, and that's how I found myself sitting across from Daniel, a divorced contractor with rugged good looks and a reputation for his craftsmanship. His eyes, the color of a stormy sea, held a hint of skepticism as he examined the house's blueprints. "You've got your work cut out for you," he finally remarked, his voice tinged with doubt. I met his gaze squarely. I wouldn't have taken this on if I didn't believe it could be done. Daniel's expression softened, and he nodded. "All right, let's do it then." And so our journey to restore the old house began. Days turned into weeks as we worked side by side, breathing new life into the neglected rooms. Daniel's hands were skilled and sure, and I marveled at the way he transformed the decaying woodwork into something beautiful once more. As we spent more time together, our conversations shifted from the house to more personal matters. We talked about our pasts, our dreams, and the scars that life had left on both of us. I learned that Daniel had gone through a painful divorce, and the wounds were still fresh. I, too, carried the grief of losing my husband, a pain that never truly subsided. One evening, as the sun cast a warm glow over the house's restored parlor, Daniel turned to me, his eyes searching mine. "Emma, I hope this doesn't sound too forward, but I've enjoyed working with you. You've brought this house back to life, and in a way, you've done the same for me." I felt a warmth spreading through my chest at his words. "I've enjoyed working with you too, Daniel. You're not just a contractor, you're an artist." He chuckled, a deep, melodic sound that sent shivers down my spine. "Maybe we make a good team, Emma." Our connection deepened with each passing day, and I found myself looking forward to our time together. We shared lunches in the house's sun-drenched kitchen, talked late into the night about everything and nothing, and stole stolen glances when we thought the other wasn't looking. One chilly evening, as we sat on the porch steps, sipping hot cocoa and watching the stars above, Daniel turned to me. "You know, Emma, I haven't felt this way in a long time." I arched an eyebrow, curious. "Felt what way?" He hesitated for a moment, then said, "Alive." I understood the weight of his words. We had both been through dark times, and in each other, we had found a flicker of hope, a chance at a new beginning. Our connection blossomed into something deeper and more profound. It was a love that had grown from friendship and shared dreams. But as our feelings for each other became undeniable, the fear of risking our newfound happiness held us back. One evening, as we stood in the house's grand foyer, its walls adorned with fresh coats of paint, Daniel took a step closer to me. "Emma, there's something I need to tell you." I turned to him, my heart pounding. "What is it, Daniel?" He reached for my hand, his fingers intertwining with mine. "I've fallen in love with you, Emma. I tried to fight it, but I can't anymore." Tears welled up in my eyes as I whispered, "I love you too, Daniel." With those words, our lips met in a kiss that spoke of all the passion and longing we had kept hidden. It was a kiss filled with the promise of a future together, a future that we had both yearned for. As the months passed, we continued to restore the old house, but now we were not just restoring its grandeur. We were building a life together within its walls. The house became a symbol of our love, a testament to the power of healing and second chances. One sunny afternoon, as we stood on the porch, looking out at the garden we had lovingly tended, Daniel turned to me and said, "Emma, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?" Tears of joy filled my eyes as I nodded, my heart overflowing with love. Yes, Daniel, 1,000 times yes. And so, in the midst of restoration, we found our own second chance at love, a love that was as endearing and beautiful as the old house we had brought back to life. It was a love that had blossomed from the ashes of our pasts, and in each other's arms, we had discovered a future filled with hope, happiness, and the promise of forever.